Syrian people have the intention and the goodwill to solve this problem. This one side. The other side, I think the regional powers and the international powers have to realize that they have to, raise their hands and uplift their hands from the Syrian internal situation. With that, I think the situation will calm down, especially for a country like Iran from one side, Saudi Arabia from the other side, Hezbollah, which is the hand of Iran in Syria. So this is very important that the regional powers and the international powers which are behind the regional powers to stop financing the fighting in Syria. This is very important. The third point, I think the international community, the Security Council, the United Nations have to intervene. Will intervene with good intentions to solve the problems in Syria. And they have to convince the other regional powers or regional players and the international players to stop playing with misfire in Syria. So this is from Syria. So as Egypt, we have not approached the situation in Syria in deep, like the direct Russian. The Russian is also supporting Bashar al-Assad, but Bashar al-Assad, I think, is standing alone now in the internal players in Syria, because most of the people in Syria is against him, either the parties or the ordinary people in Syrian ordinary people. After 4 years of fighting and after barrels of dynamites and all those explosives which are throwing from helicopters or choppers from the sky on the people, I think they have destroyed Syria. This is not Syria I visited Syria so many times, but this is not Syria I knew. So I think the Syrian people, the regional powers, international powers, and the international community has to intervene if we wanted to find a solution or equilibrium situation in Syria.
What kind of discussions, or do you think, what are the discussions going to center around when it comes to the Palestinian-Israeli peace negotiations, which have obviously come to a standstill now?
This is another very hard question to foresee, because I think the situation in Palestine has been with us for a very long time, since we signed the Camp David Accords, and after the Hamas has already taken Gaza, and there is a rift between Gaza, Hamas in Gaza, and the government of President Mahmoud Abbas in Ramallah. So I think the same issue has to be addressed. The Palestinian people have to have the intention, the good intention to solve their problems, to make unity, to address the international community as one side, not as Hamas, not as Jihad, not as Mahmoud Abbas. So if we can put together all the Palestinian factions to have a one stand from one side against Israel and the other side, I think the international community will understand this. But the international community, if they want to intervene, which party are they going to support? Supporting Ismail Haniyeh in Gaza, Mahmoud Abbas in Syria, in Ramallah, other factions, Jihad, Islami, whatever it is. So I think, and on the other side, we have to also for the regional players in there, especially Iran, because Iran is supporting the people of Hamas in Gaza. So if Iran just realize that if this problem is not to be solved in the very near future, everyone in the area will be hampered.
Okay.
concentrate and focus on Egypt, our politics and our relations together with Russia. To really help our neighbors, we have to be, one, strong in economy, two, keep our military very strong, and three, of course, we have to come to a way of discussion with the opposition's people to resolve our problems peacefully with a respectable way, not fighting each other. So I think we should be really focusing on Egypt. We should make as many agreements as we can to benefit from the military assistance from Russia.
Just to expand on the military aspect of things, obviously that Egypt is fighting has its own war on terrorism. We've also seen it on a larger scale, obviously, in Syria and Iraq. What kind of support can Russia offer besides, obviously, the obvious, which is, the purchasing or the providing, supplying of weapons to Egypt? Can we be looking at also a participation or an improvement in intelligence sharing, military exercises, etc.?
You said one of their strengths is space, satellites. Okay. To really win a war, to win any battles, we need a very good intelligence organizations to bring all the right data to you, so you make the right move. I think the old-fashioned way is not, that's why some of this terrorism, some small numbers, and sometimes they make attacks and they really gain some lands. So we definitely need some training. We need some satellites. We need a lot of intelligent devices to achieve the highest efficiency in this action. And that's what we need. Okay, so it's not the number of the soldiers, and it is not really the equipment itself or the weapons, but it is the process, the whole system. Okay, in economy, I think we have discussed that, but there are a very important part of the economy we have to talk about, which we have to focus on tourism. The really big number of tourism coming to Egypt and keep this industry alive is the Russian tourism. After the devaluations of the rubles, this number has declined a little bit. We have to find a way of resolving this problem. Until we find another solution in the tourism business, I think we have a winner here. We have to keep this winner. We have to focus, and these discussions, we have to really get as many as 15 million Russians to come to Egypt as tourists every year. This will help to survive this industry, which is very close.
What are your suggestions, when it comes to the revival, indeed, to encourage Russian tourists, even through these hard times, to come to Egypt? I've heard that the Ministry of Interior has chosen to exempt Russian tourists from paying the entrance fees. And do you think that and similar steps are enough?
No, I was in Hagara and Charman. I met a lot of Russian. They love the country. They love the weather. It's a lot of money. Okay. The Russians, the average income or salary of an employee, I think it's about $1,000 per month. This is not really the amount of money that he can really take a plane and spend a week or two, and so somehow we have to resolve. They used to be okay, but now the devaluation of the rubles is about 40% down. So somehow we have to resolve these problems. For example, we like to export to Russia oranges, all days, and potatoes and a few other fresh fruits. We used to do that with the big quantities. So maybe we make a deal, exchange deals, instead of really talking about a month, this number of tourism against this number of tons of oranges. Yeah, we can make an equivalence figures here and there to satisfy and everybody, but we are not going to resolve it now.
So your advice is, right, so your advice is to utilize this 2-day war as much as possible to Egypt's benefit and to get as much of it as we can.
A good trader, when the markets go down, he can absorb the declining of the price. Sometimes he sells with some loss to keep the market, and that's what we should do.
Indeed, and Mr. Ambassador, your final comments, how should we best utilize this 2-day visit by the Russian president?
I think we should focus or concentrate on bilateral relations between Egypt and Russia in different sectors, other economy or industrialization or other things. I think the experts in the Ministry of Industry, the Ministry of Agriculture, and all the different other ministries are aware of. This is one thing. I think we should, after the priority of the Egyptian bilateral, the Egyptian bilateral relationship come the regional issues, which are so inflaming, like the situation in Syria, Iraq, Libya, Sudan. So this is very important. And the Russian have so many views on these questions. I think we have also very close points of view between Egypt and Russia on this. And the international issues, the fighting against terrorism, for instance, the seat of Egypt in the Security Council. I think this is what the Russian should come first.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Dr. Sayyid, a former assistant prime minister, very much for your time. And also thank you, Dr. Hassan and Shafei, chairman of the Egyptian Romanian Council. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for this evening's edition of the Daily Debate. You'll find us coming your way again tomorrow, same time, same place, here on Nile TV International, and Nile TV International. Thank you very much, gentlemen.